Hello everyone, my name is Aman Kishore, and in today's video I'm going to demonstrate one of the React's biggest challenges by growing a React apps, that is that properly. And by the end of the video I will also discussing the elegant way and the alternative of the to avoid prop drilling is that by using React context API. So yeah, that's it, the setup. I've set up my context API into just created a React, just created a React project, and I've written some codes. Like, and this is the layout. This is just a root file app.jpg, and I've created some pages like parent A, parent B, and toggle team. So coming to this app page, what I'm doing here, like I've created this state, which is which is, its initial value is light, and I've created a toggling function, which is just toggling from the light mode to dark mode, and I have just passed it through the return tag, like in the div, by prop drilling, like I have popped in the thing here, and what is doing here, back of the hood, I am passing all these things to a new page, like I have imported a parent A, and I'm passing to this to parent A. Now let's think in parent A, same thing which I was doing earlier, like passing this thing to parent A. I just in the parent A tag, sorry, not tag page, I'm passing this to the parent B page, and just passing prop. Same thing in the parent B, I'm passing this to the toggle thing page, like this. This is the prop drilling, and in the toggle thing, I'm using all these things like if light, then the conditional light. If the thing is light, change it to dark. Otherwise, keep it light mode. Okay. So this is the toggle thing. And once, let me show you this. Yeah. So this is the page. So yeah. So yeah, you can see the current mechanism is done by prop drilling. Like here, that's what like. But the problem is, then what is the problem if I'm using prop drilling? The main problem is like we have seen parent A, parent B have nothing to do with this all the functionalities of the toggle thing. All these things is done in this page, but here is a nested loops is nested loops, page under page under page, and then this toggle thing. So to avoid all these things and to make the code like less bloater or like less mm, making it more maintainable or making it more lighter code, we use context API. So what is context API? Suppose what we are doing here, we are creating here, initializing all these functionalities and passing from one page to one page to one page. Like you can see here, prop drilling, this one, prop drilling, then parent A component, then parent B component, then passing to parent B component, then passing to parent B component, and then a toggle thing component, like here. So you can see one, two, three, and then this is the final output which is using all the functionality. But we can just avoid all this nested of the passing each pages to each pages in the props using context API. How it can done? Like we have to use some particular hooks, which is the generally for creating context. First one is create context, and another one is use context. Okay, so by create context, we are initializing a variable, and create context we used to create context like theme. We have to give a theme and toggle theme. This is basically a function which we were using earlier in this page only. So theme provider, again we have to initialize a theme provider which will be providing all these functionalities, and we have to wrap our main app like here theme provider. We have to wrap all these things. Okay, so let's come back to this step by step. So first of all, we are importing all this from the React, basically, of course, we are from React, and in the theme provider we are creating a create context, and initializing that thing will be initially will be like, and the toggle thing a function which will be done, which will be handling with earlier. Now theme provider passing to our children theme slate like as I discussed earlier, same thing which we are doing in this thing. Okay, and the same functionality if light then dark, otherwise with light, and we have to we have just context value, but what is going to be like passed like theme and a toggle theme. Make sure the name convention should be same, like here, here, everything. Okay, and we have to return in this like in this format, like theme provider value. What will the value? Value is nothing but this one. You can write also this one here directly, but I have wrapped in a variable to make it more easier. As I said, it is our aim is to just make code less messy and more beautiful, more maintainable. And this is the custom hook which I usually using. use context, and this thing context is nothing but what's created here. Okay, coming back to the code in the app.js. So this was the earlier code which I was using by prop drilling. Okay, so I have just to comment out, and I will be using this code I have written earlier just to make sure by side by side comparison also for all these things. Okay, let me do this also. Now, what I have just uncommented and commented, which this was the earlier code, and this is the new code, which is using the mechanism of theme context, that is context API. This is nothing but we have to import in the root page, that is app.css, the theme context. We have to initialize like this, make sure the naming convention should be same, as I said again and again. Right here, theme is coming from this page, okay, and we have to return this one, same as it was doing earlier. And we have, as I said, we have to wrap the entire app. We have to wrap the entire app, the theme provider, which is the providing our theme that is wrapped in the our context API. So theme provider is here. This function, this theme provider is here. What is it providing? Like a state and a toggle function. Okay. Going back to this page. Okay. Now we just have to import it. See, it is less. Just we are nothing passing any props. We are nothing passing any props in this functionality, and nothing like this is simple wrapping our app context in the theme provider. Now coming to the parent, the magic begins here. Parent A. See, what is the major difference between all these things? We are passing props. There is nothing a prop. Parent A and parent B will nothing to do with this props and functionalities of the dark mode. The main aim of context API is to provide the solution in that case only, which will be needing, which will be using of that thing. Like in our case, all these functionalities of Flask is using in this. So before jumping to that, coming back to the parent A, just making sure we will go one step by step. Okay, so this is the done. Parent B, same. As you know, no passing props, nothing, just rendering this thing, toggle thing. In toggle thing, same, but here is the catch. In toggle thing, we are aiming to use all this functionality which we written all these things like toggling of things. So we have to import it. Good thing. There's a context which I said. We have to use the context hook, sorry, custom hook, sorry, and we have to use just all these things. Right, it's coming from use thing, use thing. This main convention should be the same, like theme or toggle thing. Okay, and we have to just wrap up like this and export it. Now let's see this. Now what we are seeing here is done by the API context API. See, code is working, same, no output, but in the production level code, it is very helpful. Like we have to maintain auth context, many contexts like the sidebar. The sidebar is visual or not, if admin panel or anything like that, sort of production level application, we have to use it. So that this is the final output from my side about the two main problems. The biggest problem is prop building and the alternative is of complex API. I hope you understand it, and I hope this something brings value to you. So thank you.